Hi guys, so you guys have seen me do some single girl videos, more personal ones, stuff about dating, boys, rants, all that kind of fun stuff, because why not put it on the internet? Usually when I talk about relationships and boys and dating, I always am putting the guys down, and you know what, part of me is still very bitter and I don't trust a lot of people and you know, all that deep stuff. But I thought I would make a video about why I'm single, and I think this might be fun, might be enjoyable, might be really depressing, but most of my funny videos turn out to be really depressing by the end, so we'll see what happens. So reason one why I'm single could possibly be because I do nothing. I am the most boring person in the history of the world. The most exciting stuff I do is like film these videos for you guys, watch YouTube, watch Netflix, and cook. I mean, I'm a pretty good cook, so there's a box in a column of why you should date me. I cook a lot. You see that on my Snapchat if you follow me. Plug right here, Snapchat. But other than cooking, really, I'm not very good at many things. Like, I don't go and do fun activities. I'd say 95% of my time, other than working and like sleeping, is spent in my bedroom editing videos, filming videos, watching Netflix. I think that's totally fine, and like I think that once, like, it's one thing to do that when you're single, is to go out and stuff. But I think once you're dating someone, you probably usually stay in anyway, don't you? Like, you kind of go out to eat and stuff, but like for the most part, you probably stay in and like watch Netflix together. Am I wrong? Is that wrong, or is that just me? Is that what I wish a relationship is like? So I can just do all those things now by myself? I don't know. When people like ask me, like, oh, what are your interests? I'm like, food? You know? I mean, I don't have like a ton of interest. I mean, I'm sure I could if I really tried hard to think about it, but like I'm not one of those people who has like, oh, I'd love to go on an adventure and I love to travel and like I can talk to you about all these different kinds of wine, or like, I don't know. I'm really depressing. Number two is
I keep thinking of all these like physical traits, and that's like really depressing, so I'm not even gonna talk about those.
And number two is probably just I'm so picky. Like with the amount of dating and like almost dating I've been through in my life, I'm just kind of like over it, so I'm very, very picky. So when I meet someone, I don't want to say I have like a checklist. My main checklists are like my three things. Ooh. One is just complete honesty. Like, I will not deal with any kind of lying, whether it's like little white lies for absolutely no reason, which has absolutely no reason, big lies or anything like that. I won't deal with lying. Someone who has a sense of humor, I just need it. Like, I just can't, like, that's not something I can overlook. Like, I don't want to spend time with someone who's not gonna think I'm funny or I think it's funny. Like, it's just not worth it to me. And then hopefully just someone who's taller than me. I know that sounds like superficial or whatever, but like, I mean, come on. I'm attracted to that, and like I feel like, yes, sometimes you can be attracted to people's personalities only, but I feel like there has to be some sort of like physical attraction there in some way, and I'm usually only attracted to people who are taller than me. What are you gonna do? Like, I keep defending myself after I say the thing that's wrong with me. Not the point of this video, but whatever. Other than those three things, I find myself, like, when I do start to talk to someone, I have a lot of deal breakers, and a lot of those include things I think are pretty common, I guess. Like, I would never date someone who smokes. I would never date someone who's a really, really heavy drinker. Like, it's fine to go out and drink and have fun and stuff, but like someone who's binge drinking or is out all weekend or like is hungover like 90% of the time, like that's not something I want to put up with in my life. But someone who smells good, someone who brushes their teeth, like, are these things that really make me picky? Like, I feel like these are like normal human things that all humans should be doing, right? My close friends who've tried to set me up or like ask me what I'm interested in, like I could make a list forever of like the perfect person. I think that kind of halts me from dating someone, because like I have this perfect person in my mind of like who I'm gonna end up with one day, who I definitely haven't met yet. And obviously that's not a real person. I also have very high expectations. So other than being picky with things like I just said, I have very high expectations, kind of like in a relationship overall. Like I wouldn't say call myself a romantic like I used to. When I would watch shows like Castle or something like that, or like any kind of TV show or romantic comedy where the girl like from the beginning is like not interested in a relationship, or like where she likes someone and can completely ignore the fact that she likes them, always seemed so unrealistic to me. Like, no matter how much a girl in a movie or something doesn't want a relationship or is over guys or is just happy being single, like I always thought, but no, like, you know how people always say like when you least expect it, that's when someone will come along. I always thought, but yeah, when am I least expecting it? When am I not looking? Like they always say, when you stop looking for a boyfriend, that's when you'll get one. But when are you really not looking? Like that's how I always felt when I was younger. I always thought, well, when are you not looking though? Like no matter how many times I say I'm happy being single, which I am, because this is another reason I'll talk about later, but I'm pretty happy being single, like, and I don't actively look for a boyfriend and stuff, but like I'm always open to it. Like I think if you close yourself off too much, that's not good either. I wouldn't consider myself a romantic anymore. Like I used to definitely consider myself a romantic. The first guy I would talk to, I'd be like, oh, I have feelings for him. If I was talking to someone, we were getting along, I'd be like, okay, this is gonna work out amazing. And I definitely don't do that anymore. I'm very hesitant now. When I start talking to someone, I'm a very slow mover. As before, I used to be like, okay, let's get into a relationship like after the first date because we like each other so much. Definitely definitely not like that anymore. Like, as much as I want family and children and like to have that life I always wanted as soon as possible, I'm very, very hesitant now, just because I have so many trust issues. But I have very high expectations in the long run, and I know it's bad. Like, you really can't plan those things out because you'll always kind of be disappointed, which is kind of annoying, the way the world makes you like plan your future and plan your job and plan your college, and then, you know, it's never going to work out. So why? They're just setting you up for failure. But that's a whole other rant video. I have very high expectations when it comes to, like, although I wouldn't consider myself a romantic, I do still think that when I meet the person I'm supposed to end up with, I will look at them in the eye and see them and be like, this is the person I'm meant to be with, and I'll just know. And I don't know that that's 100% true. I really hope that it is. My next reason I think I'm probably single is because I've been single for so long. I've been completely 100% super single, like haven't even gone on like a real date in like 2.5 years now, which is a very long time, especially I feel like when you're my age, like when you're in your early 20s, like that's the time where you are dating and like you're having fun and like you're in your dating prime. And I'm already so bitter. Like, I have the bitterness of a woman who's like in her 50s, divorced with like 3 kids. Like, that's the bitterness I have for dating, and I think that that has something to do with being single for so long. Like, it's not even bitterness, it's just like boredom and like frustration. Like, all the experiences I've had have been so negative that it just makes me have a really negative outlook on dating as a whole. I've been single for so long, I'm like stuck in a routine and in almost a rut, but like I wouldn't call it a rut because I'm pretty happy with my life. Like, I'm not like depressed, and I'm not like sitting around being like, oh my god, why am I single? Which is pretty much what this video is. But I mean, I'm happy with my life. Like, I don't mind being single. Like, there's so many things about being single that I really, really, really enjoy. Like, one of them being I don't have to answer to anyone. I know that sounds bad, but like, I like having no one to talk to. I don't have to check in all the time. Like, my friends don't need to know where I am 24/7. And I feel like when you're dating someone, that almost is something. And it's not like a overbearing kind of boyfriend thing, but like just getting used to that and getting into a relationship is something you have to adapt to so much. And I feel like there's so many things that go along with it. My whole life I've been like, I'm a relationship person. I'm so happy in a relationship. I love everything about relationship. I love having that person just to be there for you, someone you can just sit around and do nothing with and just be happy, like have a good time when you're doing absolutely nothing. And I still want that, and I still believe that, but like, I think that I'm so used to not doing that and like just being by myself. Like, sometimes I'll catch myself like sitting in my room watching TV and thinking, oh, it would be so nice to like have a boyfriend here watching this with me. But then I think, no, how annoying would that be? What if he like didn't like the show I'm watching? You know, what if he like didn't want to watch this? What if he maybe watched SportsCenter or something? Obviously those are very like on the surface things, and those aren't things that are like real relationship problems. I think that those are the things that like make me worried that I'm not gonna be able to get used to them in a relationship, that I'll be very hesitant, that like I'm gonna have a hard time adjusting. And I feel like I've always been the person who's like, as soon as I get into a relationship, I'm very good at those things, and I still think I am, but I just think that because I've been single for so long, I don't even know how dating works anymore. Like, I'm so like just making plans with someone to hang out is like so stressful for me. The fact that like I've been single for so long, like I don't have to shave my legs, and I don't really have to like worry about how I look, or like how I look up close, or how like people see me, because I'm not getting that close to anyone. Like, I'm not worried about like matching my underwear or my bra, because I don't have anyone who sees any of that. I just don't have that, like, not that worry, but like that excitement, like the reason to get ready. You know, sometimes like if you have a crush on someone at work or at school, like when I had a class with a guy I would have a crush on, like that day I would get more dressed up, or like I would put a little bit more makeup on, or I would just like try a bit harder. And I don't have that. Like, I haven't had that in so long. I just like stopped caring. I miss having a reason to be excited about something, which is fine, you know. Like, I keep saying I have no problem being single, which makes it sound like I do have a problem being single, which, you know, I don't, but it obviously would be nice to be in a relationship. I've just been single for a really long time, and I think that that's not a good thing. Like, I feel like having a bit of experience, which I do. I have enough like dating experience. Like, I've definitely done some videos talking about it. If you guys want me to do more like online dating experiences, or like just regular dating experiences, or dating advice videos, I'd be happy to. Not that I'm probably a good person to take advice from, because I'm sitting here making a video called Why Am I Single? I probably have a million more reasons, but it's just like there's a lot of cars out here and it's really windy. I don't even know if you can hear me, so I'll probably just go. But I really hope you enjoyed this. If you want more of these types of videos, please let me know in a comment. Make sure to thumbs this up so I know that you like these more personal type videos. I'm gonna go before I like literally start like melting, like my skin starts melting off my bones, because it's so hot out here. I would probably look like a disgusting, greasy, oily, sweaty mess. Anyway, I'm gonna go now for the 9th time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. There's a button here and at the end and underneath where I'm pointing to. Please subscribe to see more videos from me if I could speak English. I will see you in my next video, hopefully, if you subscribe. So please subscribe. Okay, bye. Yeah, and I mean, okay, kind of doing that a lot. Oh my god, there was a bug. I'm sweating like a pig. Also, someone who's clean, like someone who smells good, and not that I smell good right now. I'm sweating like a pig. There's always, now there's plain. Wonderful. sound like the ravings of a lunatic. That's probably why I'm single.